Assalamu alaikum and welcome to grade 10 English lessons. This will be unit 1, episode 2. We're going to learn some new vocabulary items and we're also going to tackle some set book questions. Let's begin with this quote. It says, "Laughter is brightest in the place where food is." It's an Irish proverb. And I think you agree, don't you? Now, let's go ahead and read these questions and think about them as we go through the lesson. How can food and drink improve our health? And how can you have a healthy lifestyle? What do you need to do? Is it only about diet? Or just about exercise? Or is it a combination? Think about these questions as we go through the lesson. If you are concerned and not able to maintain a healthy diet, plan or suffer from obesity, we have a new vocabulary item right there. This is the first one, obesity. Obesity is a noun, and it means a state of being unhealthy, overweight. For example, obesity can lead to heart problems and other illnesses. To continue, if you suffer from these things or you are concerned about them, you should consult a dietitian. We have a new item right there, a dietitian. Dietitian is a noun, and it means a professional who advises on healthy eating. For example, dietitians advise their patients to drink water regularly. This is our first set book question for this episode. What can you add to your daily diet to be in a good shape? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it, then we'll take the answer together. The answer is, I can add vegetables and unsaturated fats to my daily diet to be in a good shape. This is our third vocabulary item, unsaturated fats. It's a noun and it means healthy fats found in olive oil. For example, salmon is rich in protein and unsaturated fats. Fish oils are supposed to help relieve arthritis. This is a new vocabulary item for you, right? Let's go ahead and learn what it means together. Arthritis is a noun. It means a disease that affects joints, just like the images you see. This is our second question. Why do you think most vegetables have more nutritional values when eaten raw? The answer is, the heat of the cooking damages most nutrients and some vitamins lose their value. We have a new vocabulary item here, vitamins. Vitamin is a noun, and it means a chemical substance in food that is necessary for good health. For example, oranges contain a lot of vitamin C. The next vocabulary item we have is supplement. It's a noun. It means a substance taken to add vitamins, etc., to a person's diet. For example, herbal supplements may relieve symptoms of cold and flu. Think about this question. Why are vitamins very essential for our bodies? Take a few seconds to think about it, and we'll take the answer together. Vitamins are very essential for our bodies because they boost our metabolism. We have a new vocabulary item here, right? The first one is boost. Boost is a verb. It means to help or encourage or improve. For example, vitamins can boost your immune system. Or, I needed a boost to keep me awake in the morning, so I drank 2 cups of coffee. Coffee here leads to caffeine, and caffeine gives us energy. So what does caffeine mean? It's a noun, and it means a stimulant found in tea and coffee that can cause health problems. For example, it is recommended not to drink a lot of caffeine as it dehydrates the body. So what does dehydrates mean here? Dehydration is a noun, and it means a loss of large amounts of water from the body. For example, at the end of the race, Khalid collapsed from dehydration. The other vocabulary item is metabolism. Metabolism is a noun, and it means the chemical process by which food is changed into energy into your body. So this is the process. When you eat food, this food becomes energy. For example, Noor can eat anything without gaining weight because of her fast metabolism. To continue our answer, vitamins increase energy production and fight fatigue. What is fatigue? It's a noun, and it means extreme tiredness. For example, during the long hike, one of the hikers collapsed from fatigue. Here we have a food pyramid. We all know this because we studied this a long time ago, right? We have the sugary foods, the milk and dairy, meat and fish, vegetables, fruits, and bread and cereal. What is RDA? RDA is connected to how much food or how much supplements you should take. RDA is an abbreviation, and it means recommended daily allowance. For example, RDAs are quantities of nutrients in the diet that are required to maintain good health in people. For example, when it comes to fiber, you need to have a recommended daily usage, an RDA or allowance. What does fiber mean? It's a noun. It means important nutrient found in whole grain products like brown rice. For example, it is important to get enough fiber in your diet. Here is some knowledge you might find interesting. If you play regular sports, 60% of your diet should comprise of carbs, carbohydrates, and athletes in training will eat even more. So what does the word comprise mean? It's a verb, and it means to be made up of. The closest meaning to this word is consist of or contain. For example, 60% of our diet should comprise of carbs. It should contain carbs. The next element in our food pyramid comes from meat and fish. It's iron. Iron is a noun, and it means a mineral found in food. For example, some elderly people suffer from iron deficiency in their diets. We have a new vocabulary item as well, deficiency. From the context, what do you think it means? Take a few seconds. Now let's look at the answer together and see if you got it right. Deficiency is a noun, and it means lack of something. For example, during the war, children suffered from a deficiency of food. They had a lack of food. Here we have another element found in milk and dairy. It's calcium. Calcium is a noun. It means a metallic element that forms, strengthens bones and teeth. For example, calcium is good to the growth of your body, of your bones. The next element we can find in meat and fish, which is very well known, is protein. Protein is a noun. It means a natural substance that exists in foods such as meat, eggs, and beans, and which the body needs in order to grow healthy. For example, meat and eggs have a lot of protein. So in your opinion, how could a restaurant improve the nutritional value of its menu? Go ahead and discuss it with your family members if they are next to you. Now let's see how restaurants can improve their items in the menu. Restaurants should include more vegetarian dishes and fresh juices. This is a new vocabulary item, vegetarian. It is an adjective. It means related to the exclusion of meat or other animal products from the diet. For example, some people prefer a vegetarian diet, while others prefer a meat-based diet. Now, which do you prefer? Homemade food or fast foods? And give reasons. So again, discuss it with your family, give your reasons behind it, and then let's look at some answers together. So I prefer homemade food because it is healthy and clean. So we gave our answer of what we prefer, and we also gave a reason behind our answer, which is because it's healthy and clean. Now, in your opinion, what are the disadvantages of fast food? Also, pay attention to advantages. It's plural, that means you can give us more than 2 reasons. It contains a lot of saturated fats. It is not fresh, and it lacks food elements. We have saturated fats. The first vocabulary item we took before was unsaturated. Now we have saturated fats. It's a noun, and it means a type of fat from meat and milk products that is thought to be less healthy than other kinds of fat from vegetables or fish. In your point of view, what are the nutrients that the human body needs to be healthy? Is it only carbs? Or is it only protein? Again, it's asking us for multiple nutrients. So we have vitamins, fats, carbohydrates, and protein. Water is vital to our body. We all know this. Now, do you agree with it or not? And why? So this question has 2 parts. The first one is whether you agree or don't. The second part is giving us the reason why you don't agree or you do agree. For me, yes, I agree that water is vital. Why? Because water prevents dehydration and flushes out toxins from the body. Now, when you think about eating, how long does it take you? Where do you want to eat usually? And in your opinion, why do you think people like eating in restaurants? Restaurants have atmospheric views. This is one of the reasons. We have a new vocabulary item, atmospheric. It's an adjective. It means interesting or exciting. For example, the new restaurant is highly atmospheric. The other reason why we think people like eating at restaurants is because some restaurants offer wholesome meals. What does the word wholesome mean? It's an adjective, and it means conducive to or suggestive of good health and physical well-being. The opposite of wholesome is unhealthy. For example, Noor prepares wholesome meals for her family. Now, what do you think of this eatery? We have a new vocabulary item, and I think you can guess what the word means. It's a noun, and it means a restaurant or a place to serve food. Another meaning is restaurant or a cafe or a diner. For example, the eatery is open every day from noon to 11 p.m. What appeals to people about this restaurant is the delicious food. They have every type of food you can think of. What does the word appeal to here means? Appeal to is a verb, and it means to attract one's interest. For example, fast food appeals to many teenagers. For example, pizzas are the restaurant's specialty, but the salad bar is popular too. What does the word specialty mean? It's a noun, and it means a type of food that a person or restaurant is famous for making well. For example, fish is something of a specialty, with restaurants offering everything from grilled swordfish to lobsters and crabs. Here we have another word, grilled. It's an adjective, and it means cooked over a fire. For example, Badr makes the best grilled cheese sandwiches. We also have salad bar. It's a new vocabulary item. So salad bar is a noun, and it means a place in a restaurant with different vegetables that you can choose to make your own. Italian food fanatics will love this restaurant. I think you can understand the meaning of fanatics from the context. Fanatic is a noun, and it means someone who likes something very much. For example, Khalid is a football fanatic. This eatery is always crammed with people. What does the word crammed mean? It's an adjective and it means full or crowded. For example, the streets were crammed with people. It is nice to go out and have our meals in restaurants sometimes. However, eating irresponsibly can lead to health problems. We have a new word here, irresponsibly. It's an adverb. The closest meaning to this word is carelessly. Here we have some vocabulary items in this vocabulary task. We need to fill in spaces with words from this list. We have digestive, crammed, caffeine, combat, deficiency, and comprise. The first sentence is, exercising regularly, having enough sleep, and eating healthy food help to blank diseases. So what do you think is the answer here? I'll give you a few seconds. The answer is combat. Excellent job. If you didn't get it right this time, you'll get the chance in the next one. Number 2, it is not good for children to have a lot of coffee. It is full of blank, which makes them awake all at night. The answer is, you have some keywords here that could help you. You have coffee and awake. So what do you think the answer is? Caffeine. Excellent job. Caffeine in coffee keeps us awake at night. Number 3, it is known that having lots of fibers is very good for the blank process. Here is a keyword. We have fiber. So the answer is digestive process. Well done. 4, a blank of vitamins leads to health problems. We have vitamins as keyword and another keyword which is health problems. What do you think the answer is? Deficiency. Excellent job. Now for the last sentence, Ahmed's small bag was full of blank books. What was it full of? Crammed books. A well-balanced diet can blank ideal sport performance. Is it boost, comprise, metabolize, or absorb? The answer is boost. We found the keywords that could help us, and we found the answer. Well done. Number 7, drinking needed amount of water daily prevents blank. Nutrients, nutrition, dietitian, dehydration, or stimulant. We have the keywords right there. We have drinking, water, and prevents. So the answer is dehydration. I like eating blank food because it is free of chemicals. Grilled, organic, probiotic food, or is it digestive food? Again, you have a keyword here, food and free of chemicals. So the answer is organic. Well done. We have the last sentence, which is most students suffer from blank and general weakness, especially after final exams. So what is the answer? Is it arthritis, antioxidants, dietitians, or fatigue? The keywords are suffer and weakness. So the answer must be fatigue. Excellent job. So in this episode, we learned to use new vocabulary items in sentences, and we also answered some set book questions. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.